What is up, guys, and welcome to an updated Shaddoll attack profile. Now, Shaddoll has always been in this weird place. It can easily make Window, which is arguably one of the best floodgate cards in the game, especially in this format, because a lot of things are reliant on the graveyard and special summoning. So Window is definitely an insane card. Plus, its versatility as Shaddolls you can run so many engines, and you can run Dogmatica, you can run Invoked, you can just run damn near anything in Shaddolls and it will work. In this build, I'll show you my build, preferably that I love the Invoked build the most, but yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now, for the Invoke, for the Shaddoll stuff, we're going to start off, of course, with the good old Wendy. Wendy, when this card came out, it pretty much made the deck just so much better than what it actually is, and just took the deck to a whole new heights. We do, of course, run the best Shaddolls, the other best Shaddolls, of course, with the 2 Skomata, the 2 Hedgehog, and then we have the 1-ofs, the 1 Aerial, the 1 Beast, and the 1 Dragon for versatility and for certain abilities. Dragon's effect is pretty cool because it's just a target bounce back to the hand on its flip. When it's into the graveyard, you can pop a spell and trap card, so it's easy way to out any problematic spell floodgates or traps and anything like that. So Mystic Mind in particular, Shaddoll Beast, of course, you know, it says draw 2 cards, so it's instantly a good card, and of course, the versatility. But yeah, that is it for the Shaddoll monsters. We'll go into the Shaddoll spells as well to round up the Shaddoll engine. We do, of course, run the best fusion, honestly, probably printed in the game, Shaddoll Fusion. The card is absolutely nuts. It's insane to fuse from the deck. We do, of course, run the 2 counterpart of itself, Shaddoll Fusion as well, and then we do run the 1 trap because making a Winda on your turn is insanely broken. But yeah, that is it for the Shaddoll engine. Next, on to the other engine we run, and of course, it is good old Alistair. Invoked is always been in one of those weird categories where it's always rogue. It's always good no matter what format it's in, and especially this format, it's honestly pretty insane, and because we do have Alistair, and then we do have the card itself, Meltdown, which is absolutely insane, and of course the 2 Invocation to wrap up the engine. Meltdown is an insane card. Like, a lot of people underestimate Meltdown. Honestly, they forget what it even does, because Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read their cards. Alistair's insanely broken, along with Invocation. Of course, you can loop them back, get your resources back off an Invocation's effect. So yeah, insane Invocation, it's always good. Next, for the hand traps and the utility cards, of course, the best hand trap in the format, honestly, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinions, and it's proven itself, is DD Crow. It hits cards out of the graveyard. Because, like I said, this format is heavily graveyard reliant, and taking away a certain card from the graveyard is insanely perfect. And of course, we do run Super Poly. It's a great target for not only your Shaddoll monsters, but we do run Super Poly targets, and of course the Invoke monsters as well, just to get rid of problematic cards and just to get basically board break, because that's what you have to do in this format. 2 polys, just generic polys. This card is honestly one of the better cards in the deck, honestly, because it can easily unbreak your hands, and it just makes your plays live. Then, of course, our last fusion card, we have 2 Mass Shades. Yes, we along with Window, we can make Darklaw if we have a Alistair the Invoker or a Shaddoll monster left over in our combo. We can just mass change it 2 away, and then we can just make Darklaw. So yeah. Now, for a bunch of power spells, because power spells are broken. First one, honestly, it's a cool tech choice. Third is in the side. Definitely can be in the side, but we only main the 2. Silent Graveyard, honestly, is pretty interesting card in this format, because it is a heavily graveyard-reliant format to trigger off effects in the graveyard. Obviously, if you take away that concept, like DD Crow does, it's good, but Silent Graveyard just completely blankets all effects in the graveyard for that turn. Discard 1 card. The effects that activate in the graveyard this turn are negated, so it's a complete blanket. It's a pretty cool, spicy tech, honestly, and actually really is insanely good. But then, we have, of course, Foolish Burial. Trigger off effects. Call by the Grave card is absolutely broken. Plus we don't like hand trap. Harpy's Feather Duster to get rid of back row, and of course the 1 Terraforming to search the Meltdown. Now on to the extra deck. For the extra deck, we're going to start off, of course, with the 1 Gravity Controller. It's basically standard in almost any Shaddoll list right now, so honestly, it's cool. It's a way to it's just a good way to bounce something that your opponent has in the EMZ out, and it's also good to help facilitate our combos. Of course, we have Artemis. It's only here to link off for the Alistair to get Alistair off into the graveyard. So yeah, so it's the only way to dump that. We do, of course, run, like I said, 1 Darklaw. Darklaw is honestly broken and nuts. Of course, we have our super poly targets, one Predaplant. I'm not even gonna pronounce the name, but it's a good way to blink at all dark monsters because we know Despia and Branded are still in the format, and it's kind of crazy. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, of course, as well. Then, of course, we have, of course, the Invoked boys, one Mechaba, one Collegia, and then, of course, we do have the one Raijin because Windy is a wind in our main. So, honestly, Raijin, honestly, broke it. We also do run, of course, the one Agotides for OTK potential and stop thing. Next, of course, we have the Shaddoll stuff. We have two Elf Cologne. Elf Cologne is just broken as well. Winda, of course, is the MVP in the deck. This is sit on this with Matt Darklaw. It's just over. And of course, we have the two Construct. If you want to take out something else for the third, of course, but this extra deck is tight, plus Construct. Usually you only resolve it twice, and usually by that time you're going to lock your opponent out and OTK them, so yeah. But yeah, this has been my updated Shaddoll deck. It's still I would say a completely viable rogue option for locals and maybe the regional scene, but honestly, this deck, unless it gets new support or has some new broken mechanic that can help it, it's honestly one of the lower tiered fusion decks, I would say, this format, but it's insanely super fun. It can easily steal games, of course, with the Winda, and of course with the Dark Law package if you decide to run that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe like always. And until my next video, stay safe and stay healthy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.